Brain death, also known as brainstem death, is a medical and legal definition of death. It signifies the complete and irreversible cessation of all brain function, including that of the brainstem. This is distinct from a coma or a persistent vegetative state, where some brain activity may still be present, and recovery is, in some cases, possible. In contrast, brain death is permanent and irreversible. There is no chance of recovery when someone is brain dead. Their brain has suffered such catastrophic and irreparable damage, that it can no longer control any bodily functions. Despite the complete loss of brain function, a person who is brain dead may still have a beating heart and appear warm to the touch. This is because mechanical ventilation can continue to supply oxygen to the heart, which has its own electrical system and can continue to beat for a period, even without brain control. This can be confusing and distressing for families, as the physical appearance may suggest life, even though the person is legally deceased. The diagnosis of brain death is a rigorous process, typically performed by two independent physicians. They conduct a series of clinical tests to confirm the absence of all brainstem reflexes, such as pupillary response, no reaction of the pupils to light; corneal reflex, no blinking when the surface of the eye is touched; gag and cough reflexes, no gagging or coughing in response to stimulation of the throat or windpipe; oculocephalic reflex, no eye movement in response to head turning; colovestibular reflex, no eye movement when cold water is put into the ear canal. Apnea test. The ventilator is temporarily disconnected to see if the patient can make any attempt to breathe on their own. If no spontaneous breathing occurs and carbon dioxide levels in the blood rise to a certain threshold, it confirms the brain's inability to control respiration. Before these tests are conducted, medical professionals must rule out any other conditions that might mimic brain death, such as severe hypothermia or the presence of certain drugs that could suppress brain function. Once brain death is confirmed, the individual is legally declared dead. At this point, the discussion often turns to end-of-life care, including the possibility of organ donation if the individual was a registered donor or if the family provides consent. Organs from a brain-dead individual whose heart is still beating and is being perfused with oxygenated blood are often viable for transplantation, offering a chance at life for others.